Don't matter anyways at this point. We're not professionals.
Did you say something?
No.
No.
Why would I?
Cheers.
These are good.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Welcome back to the Yins Boys Podcast. Your host, Ken and Neil. Fuck's sake, we are disheveled.
Been a long fucking week.
We've got a lot going on, and this, we're just squeezing us in, and you guys don't know this. Well, I guess you'll know in about 3 weeks when I tell you right now, but we're like 3 weeks behind on releasing episodes, and there's so much fucking shit that is going in the way.
Everything is just shit happens, and it's really it's been jamming us up, but it's all good. It's all good.
We are not disappearing. We are continuing to do this.
Ken might disappear for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just for
leave of absence.
Yeah, mental health, right?
Yeah. Well, me too. I'll believe me, it will happen at some point in time.
Yeah, and then we'll be back.
Yeah,
we're not going anywhere. We have the brand, so until we start getting paid, like we said before, I'm not going to make this my top priority, but I still will do it.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Without further ado, 412-613-1116, the Yins Boys hotline.
Yinsboys.com. The real Yinsboys at gmail.com. Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube, if you guys want to watch us sitting here getting drunk.
Yeah, YouTube's sweet.
That's pretty cool.
Because with the new camera, it should be a little better quality.
Oh, you can definitely, I kind of don't like it.
Sure, I have to, now get those like pimple patches that are stars, and like cover my face and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. We're going to need like a makeup, or we're going to have to do something.
Oh, do some makeup.
Or lighting, or,
We should do makeup.
A little foundation at least.
Wow, eyeliner, dude.
Oh, Jared Leto style for sure.
Oh, I was going to go real femme with it and do like eyeliner and like silver shadow and stuff,
Well, that's more our side project, which I'm not going to say.
Oh, yeah, do not.
I'm not going to say, but I think we could go that angle there, or you could go that angle. I go the opposite, like very dark.
Oh,
like
very goth-like?
Yeah, very masculine.
I'll be very femme?
Yeah.
I'm into that. Yeah. Yeah. I have a very tiny ass, though, so it's going to be hard.
Well, you'll get implants.
I'll have to if I want that to take off.
Our what's our manager will see to it that, you become a star, I become a star. Eventually, we're going to start. Well, we're going to break up. We're going to have a big fight. Like that's going to be obviously.
It's staged, but
that's like the climax of our.
Here's
careers.
the thing that people don't realize: if you get a good Stein and he manages you guys, he'll make the money too. So he wants us to be famous. Right? So he can make the money.
He makes his 20%.
He stays in the shadows.
Well, yeah, but also the residuals. There's a lot of stuff in your contracts that like...
That's why we're going to fully own everything.
Yeah, just from the ground up. Like, it doesn't make... You don't give up any equity.
Yeah.
Unless you had to, if there's an opportunity to grow.
Yeah,
like,
for
then
sure.
you have to, but... That's just leverage. That's
look at all these poor rock stars from like the classic area, like 70s, where they don't even own the rights to their own music.
Oh yeah,
and
MC Hammer, dude, look at him.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, someone's making out.
Me.
Yeah,
but
anywho, so you're back in town. You were out west for a little while.
Yeah, I was in the dirty
UAE,
the dirty state of, actually kind of by a boys grill defense. I was in Arizona.
Oh, right on. Yeah, right on.
No, I was in Las Vegas.
I say UAE because it may as well be the same out there climate.
Oh, dude, it's kind of, I was like really getting enamored with the mountains and stuff. Like
beautiful out
looking
there.
At it, I was like, man, I would love to stay here and like not have to deal with any like work or Vegas shit.
Fucking beautiful.
And then just go fuck around,
I was out there. I think we talked about it a million times over, but the one and only time I've been out there, I had a really good time.
Out of body experience.
Well, that too. But Bill, and I think we talked to Bill about that. Matter of fact, when he was on this podcast, but man, beautiful out there. And, he got to at least explain, I think, a little bit how it's all cool from the outside looking in, but, Vegas for the most part is...
bro, it's a disgusting...
Yeah, you got to watch.
Like,
yeah.
It's really the vibe I get is like, it was real big in the 80s and 90s, and it's just decayed, but they've pumped enough into it to like keep it
enough water
relevant. Well, that too.
That's one of the first places that go.
That too. Yes, absolutely. But that's kind of what it feels like to me. It's what it feels like. And it's just like, bro, I don't know. I gambled obviously and lost all my money, but I was up for a little bit.
I know that game.
Yeah. But it was, you set your limit and
Daddy Warbucks, doesn't happen every time.
No, it happens rarely.
Right. That's why they stay in business.
House always wins.
Right. Yeah.
But it's amazing also, like I will say, the pedestrian ways down there. It's completely designed to funnel you into these casinos and shops and restaurants. It's strategically designed to funnel you into the retail.
People are smart.
It's like, bro, you couldn't have just like done this regular so people can actually get around. It could take 15 minutes to walk over there.
Yeah,
because I have to go up, down, around,
and through stores,
through the casino, and
yeah, because like we went to a couple of the high end places out there. I think Armani was out there, and
we gotta get Derek to
talk about his story. Dude, I was so embarrassed. I left that store. Dude, when you're in a high end store like that, people don't realize it, but if you don't look like you belong, they're gonna be right at your back the entire time. I was like, I'll see myself out.
That's not really a high end store either.
Like, no, not compared to like
some of the stuff, but like they won't even let you in.
Yeah. Oh, right.
It's appointment only.
Absolutely.
Appointment only.
Absolutely. Like if you're
what's your last name?
Goldblatt.
Oh, welcome in. Mr.
Come on in.
Come on in.
Now, Pavlinsky.
No, shut it down.
The fuck.
Well, it depends. If you got the tracksuit on, you got a chain on or something, maybe a nice watch, they'll let you in. They'll be like, this guy's going to spend some fucking money.
I'm going to try on everything and I'm going to run.
Farting it.
Dude, you wouldn't make it fucking anywhere there. They're going to get you.
That's like, bro, so there was a guy that got shot.
I will fart in it, though.
I think that guy got shot in Vegas when I was there. Or that happened either the day before.
Oh, I think so.
When I was
What happened? I don't actually even know the whole
guy
story.
Ran in and shot somebody with a rifle. His rifle jammed.
Oh, it was at an athletic club. That's what it was. Yeah.
I don't know all the details. I just know.
I thought they killed 2 people, but maybe only one.
He killed 1 person, I think. No, 2 people. That was in DC. We'll talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I thought I think he shot at 2 people. 1 definitely died in Vegas, and then the other one I think maybe is recovering. But either way, there's cool footage online.
Oh, dude, this officer smokes this dude.
Oh, yeah, headshot. Like as soon as he comes right out of the.
Also, obviously, you can tell the guy's fairly experienced by his stance. He didn't. No flinch. It was just bang,
perfect.
Like,
he popped him. I mean, it was
clapped his cheeks.
Oh yeah. I mean, what do you expect? Dude's running basically a Palmetto State Armory. Well, actually, it did look like a A16
it looked like a bullpup of some sort almost.
Not the one I saw. Mine looked like an A16 or a what the hell do you call that?
I didn't see. I just saw
A2 like a.
I just saw the video. I didn't see any zoom in or anything.
That's it. To me, it just looked like a standard like Vietnam era full like 18-inch barrel.
Could have been the way he was running with it, holding the gun.
Possible.
I don't know.
Whatever. Either way, again, it was probably, if I were to guess, just build a fucking AR, with parts on the internet. We all do it.
I got plenty.
Sure, but there's a difference between someone trying to find a YouTube video and smashing pins in the wrong direction and jamming carrier groups.
It's so simple.
It is. If you're careful though, because you can still make a gun unreliable with score marks on the receiver.
Maybe not that gun. I don't think, but
maybe. Yeah, I don't know. All I want to say is that anytime you're dealing with something with close tolerance or like small tolerances, score marks and burrs and things, like that, they make a big difference.
Absolutely. When you say it like that, yes.
That's also someone jamming pins.
It's all made to a certain specification.
True.
Like that's what
it's Legos, right?
That's the idea.
Modular.
They are.
Yeah. It's meant to be interchangeable and easy to break down a field strip and all of that. Yeah, right.
Fires a light rifle cartridge, so you can hold more rounds. Mm-hmm. That's the whole idea. Is less fatigue. You can hold more ammunition.
Yeah.
Lighter gun. Everything is just.
It's not. I mean, it's not supposed. It wasn't designed to be like a destruction sort of like.
No, it's a regular infantryman's rifle. Like it's standard issue. You can engage out to 300 meters pretty accurately.
Sure.
It's effective distance.
And they're good for spray and pray too. Like
that's the whole
suppressing fire.
That's why they went it from the 308.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's what was needed in war. If you it's all about laying suppressive fire movement. Actually, our boy Charlie, he'll be here tonight.
Oh, cool.
We can talk to him about because he's big into tactics and whatnot. But
okay, cool, right on. Yeah, I actually like to talk to him. And you were saying we were both had a little. He had a stint in the military, and I at least had a defense contract position in the same branch. I'd like to at least pick his brain, see if he worked with any of the contractors I worked with.
It's very possible. Who the hell knows?
Since it's same branch, probably not. I mean, it's big operation, but regardless,
a lot of money.
Oh, fuck. Dude, speaking about a lot of money, not even really a lot, but we're building a little pond out there. I'm sure you saw it. And it's a lot of work, but thank God for that mini excavator. That's all I got to say.
Or what are you going to do? A liner, or are you going to drop in, or what?
No, the drop-ins are ridiculously expensive. Really? For like a 270 gallon, which is tiny. All things considered volumetrically, they're like $400 for a drop-in liner.
Bro, what you should do is buy like one of those like 400 gallon.
Yeah, circle like a
and just
above ground.
Dig that out.
Yeah,
bury it.
This is simpler, believe it or not.
So you're going to do a liner, right? Like a
yes.
Yeah.
So I'm doing. It actually is going to look like a dick kind of before it's done, but when it's done, it'll
going to piss out down your yard.
Yeah, coming out of the hill is going to be a little waterfall spillway, and then it goes into like a bigger holding area. Then it narrows where the head or the shaft of the penis will be. Then we're doing a bridge.
Well, is this like my cock or your cock?
Oh, I split the difference. But either way, so it's like a wrought iron bridge over it.
I'm rock hard. Like iron.
Yeah, it's like a wildlife koi pond, like if you will.
Yeah. So what are we going to put in there?
At least goldfish is what I was thinking. No matter what, because they grow real big in those setups
the birds and the snakes and everything.
I can't wait,
bro. I saw a bunch of snakes. When I was fishing.
I bet. Yeah. No, but you're right. There's going to be a lot of critters coming around, and I actually want to welcome that because my wife doesn't.
A deer.
Well, you'll see, but yeah, my wife isn't as happy. She's like, "Oh, it's going to attract all these animals." Yes, but they will go there before they come in the house because they want to be where they're. Yes.
But the thing is you will. I mean, as a byproduct, you will have more.
Oh, the critters will be around. It'll be awesome. I'm looking forward to it. We're talking about doing a bat box way in the back too, because it keeps them away from the house too. Like things, if you build designated areas for the critters, it keeps them away from your dwelling.
They're still going to come here because
they will
wide open. The bugs flock.
Sure,
they're always going to come here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
You're never going to get rid of the bats.
No, but you can. It's the same.
It's concentration.
I talked to my brother-in-law. It's the same idea. He's got water problems at his house. All that stuff. Is
this your old house?
Yeah. Well, and they were worse than we've ever seen them, which it's been getting bad. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless, he's like, I try to explain to him, it's like hydraulic force and water, and it's the same thing with animals, is that you can't stop water, you can't stop animals, but you can direct it and divert them.
Divert it.
Yes. So this is part of the thinking behind it, but really I just want a nice water feature in the house or at the house, and I think it's really cool when it's done. I should have the brunt of it done, by the end of Memorial Day, and then from there on we'll put some aquatic plants.
Oh yeah. Well, you want some natives? You should get some natives.
Yeah, actually, honestly, I'm not opposed to that. I know there's probably some specifics that the wife wants because women.
Yeah, women. Yeah.
But other than that, no. I'm just doing I'm not even going to do they do like bog filtration or bacteria filtration. I'm not doing that. I'm just doing a circulation pump. Because I want it to be a little bit more natural and algae filled. I don't want it to be clear.
Yeah.
Those people that do those bog style filters and whatnot, they're really nice and you make clear koi ponds, but I'm not doing a koi pond. I'm doing more of like a natural looking pond, like the old house. Do you remember that one?
I know
yeah. So I'll just circulate water to keep mosquitoes down, and I'll throw in tabs, like mosquito tabs.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Really, you just got to keep it circulating, and if you do treat it, you're fine.
Yeah, it'll be cool, but it's going to be about 1,300 gallon when I'm done with it. I mean, you think that, but really,
it's not that. It's really volumetrically, it's not.
No, call it like this. After it's all said and done, even though it's like a kidney in weird shape, it's about 10 by 10 by 2 foot deep. All things said and done.
I was going to say how deep are you going to be?
Yeah, and the middle will be like 2 foot. Around the perimeter will be about a foot to step, so I can stage rocks in there for like fish structure and stuff. And really, I'm more excited than anything about the little wrought iron bridge because it'll be a cool little feature to stand on. You can actually stand so you can go over the water and look into it. We can fish for the goldfish.
I'll go under, but yeah.
You can if you want. Yeah, you can.
I'll squeeze through.
The cat's going to love it.
Oh, he's going to be eating so many frogs, dude.
I know.
So many frogs.
The snakes. It's going to be a cool little. I should actually set up a trail cam by it.
You could. You'd see the
That'd
bobcat and all the other shit that comes around.
Yeah.
Like I said, you're going to get might get the bears coming up.
They might.
The other thing you might have to worry about during the transitionary seasons when they're moving.
Yeah.
You may have to just don't let your daughter right out of the house.
No, and we never do anyways, just where,
where you are. Yeah.
Yeah. But either way, it sounds a lot bigger than it actually is, but even a little wildlife, like mimicking a little
refuge.
Yeah. Like it's like an oasis. Like it would, it's going to attract wildlife regardless of size, even if it was the size of a puddle, if it had all the right things.
Even if it's a puddle, if it's water that's standing there for forever, animals will come to it.
I don't know if you were a kid or whenever you were, if you were a kid, but when I was a kid, some puddles that would hang out, you would see tadpoles in them.
Oh yeah, bro. Believe me, I was an outdoor kid. That's what I did. It's
just straight up fucking puddles, and these poor tadpoles are just like.
Well, no, they will make it. They will make
some
it.
don't though. I'm set the puddles dry fast.
But those are like peepers and toads and stuff. I think.
Probably, yeah.
But
not bullfrogs.
But fast life cycle. Like it's maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks before they're out.
Well, we fed. Do you remember feeding the tadpoles to
Oscar?
Oh yeah, man, from our old pond. That was awesome.
He was hungry.
He had some huge shits after that.
Oh, big time. Those feeder fish. I love bringing feeder fish up there. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, too much fun.
I will when I get a house, bro. I'm gonna have we've talked about this. Natural Western Pennsylvania are
very cool.
Planted tank. Probably get something cool. I'll catch to throw in there. If it's legal. If it's not legal, I would never do something like that. But
sure. We'll see. We'll find out if it's legal.
I'll look into it. But
my kid's excited. For all this fun stuff. She's got a little trampoline.
You got a fucking trampoline now. You know how much fun that's going to be?
Too much fun. I had to replace the springs on it, but it was a Facebook Market find, very cheap, $100.
Yeah.
So I put some springs on it, and we're gonna level it today. And
we're gonna get real drunk out there.
Jump in the pool. That's actually a little dangerous because the pool's kind of shallow.
I was gonna say the pool's a little shallow to be jumping into it like that.
But yeah,
you could cannonball, and if you land properly,
She's killing me now though. She's getting so big, and these things she's starting to be able to do on her own. She's learning too much. She learned what skin tags were the other day because I have one right here.
Yeah.
So so I was getting changed the other day. And she happened to see my cock. She was like, "You have a huge skin tag in the front." And I was like, "Yeah."
Basically,
it was huge.
Basically,
it was a huge
skin tag. Well, for a skin tag, it was massive.
When I told her, it's like I can get this removed if I want, like the other one I have on me. Mm-hmm. I'm surprised she was like, "Why don't you get that one removed?" That big, huge one.
That bottom surgery, Dad.
It was too funny.
Moms.
My skin tag. I was like, what else do you say? And like, pretty soon I'm going to be a lot more careful because she's getting older, and I don't want her to remember.
Yeah,
her dad's hog.
Yeah, different. It's completely. I get
traumatizing. It's like a monster.
It just stinks. Is really the problem.
Yes. Yeah.
That's.
So in news too, we were talking about the shooter out in Vegas. But there was one in D.C.
Oh, yeah.
as well, too, back to the news front. For the U.S. Israeli embassy workers, they were... they actually were a couple, too, I think, about to get engaged.
A young Israeli couple.
Yeah, and they were diplomats for the embassy, and I think they got the guy, but shot them. It's actually real sad, man, because if they're just diplomats for the country and they're here on work and whatnot, and like people trying to take a stance, and it happens in the other countries constantly.
Well, listen,
at embassies.
Oh, absolutely. People fucking get blasted all the time, and a bunch of Israel just launch missiles into another country.
No, I'm talking about a specific instance, but you're absolutely right.
But people getting blasted all the time in this conflict.
Embassies,
where it's at is irrelevant. It could happen to you or it could happen to me.
Now they were at a museum, coming out of a museum.
There's an event there, blah, blah, blah. So go ahead.
No, all I was going to say was just that I steer clear of embassies no matter what. I don't want anywhere near a fucking embassy, dude, because they are the hottest targets for anything.
That, and what if I if I fucking I'm walking on the street and I do something or spit on something and I get arrested, I'm not technically in the United States.
Right.
I'm in international custody in the embassy.
Oh yeah.
But then, the U.S. is pretty good about, it depends on what embassy, but
I'll leave this by just saying the only time I'll ever show my face in an embassy abroad is
if I fucking need to get the fuck out of there.
Right, because I need to find a U.S. embassy in a different country, and I need asylum. I need to get the fuck out. And they're the only people that are going to be able to help you get out,
Yeah, unless you got money.
That too, yeah.
But
yeah.
Well, so my take on it is obviously this is targeted. Like this guy just didn't, he knew these people. He knew who they were. He was following them. Like there's no way. You don't just
know.
Yeah. And yell free Palestine if you blast them.
Yeah. You don't know that they're just Jewish people. There's
there's some indications, phenotypes.
Well, I mean, I guess
what are they doing with their hands?
You can kind of tell that I'm Eastern European. You're right, but for the most part, it's not. You'd have to look for it.
You'd have to be very phenotypically Jewish.
To
really stick out. I think.
Yeah, and like you said, to say free Palestine while you're doing it or whatever.
It's something that was targeted, but I don't know, man. I think there's going to be some shit happening because we really backed off the whole Israel thing. Hey, we're not going to go to war with Iran, and then I think there's going to be a false flag to get us moving over there.
No way.
Is what I mean, that's
just standard fucking operating procedure, man.
How about we've been saying it forever, but
especially red flag shit like you're talking about, or false flag stuff, man. How about the Golden Dome, dude, for the United States? Doesn't that tell you that there is imminent attacks for us to have
that's the thing. Okay.
An Iron Dome similar.
So we don't even have to get to that point. It's more of, we're prepping the nation for, we're implementing the idea that we're not safe. We can be hit by missiles right now.
And I'm not opposed to having that though.
Absolutely. But what I'm saying is it's
predictive programming, kind of.
That's literally what it is.
Well, we're doing this because everyone thinks at the moment, we're safe. The past 50 years here have been the best time to be alive in the United States, right?
Yeah, literally, yeah.
And
it's because we really
So to
force the dollar on everybody.
Sure, these billions of dollars to make this missile defense system.
Well, yeah, it's also another excuse to just print more fucking money.
Well, of course, that's always something. It's at our expense, obviously, always the taxpayer, but at least if there is imminent attack or sniffing thereof, if you will, then I'd rather them at least put that into place. No,
I'm not disagreeing. They're gonna have a lot of. It's not like a small country like Israel. You're gonna need a big coastal system. Those aren't intercepting sophisticated ICBMs. Those are essentially fireworks being launched in Israel, and they're intercepting stuff like that.
Talk to Tyler when he comes later too, because the Iron Dome, I mean, that's no joke. But you're right. So a lot of stuff they're lobbing over.
Yeah, it's just they're throwing shit at them.
Sure, but the Iron Dome is very sophisticated. Not so much for 21st, or I shouldn't say 21st century, but nowadays, because there's way better technology. But it's the fucking thing shoots 10,000 rounds a minute.
Yeah.
To shoot at these
CRAM-esque.
CRAM. Oh, that's what
essentially
it is. CRAM is the Iron Dome. Yeah. I said, they sound cool. Yeah. Incoming. Yeah. Badass.
It is pretty fucking.
All you see is a lot of dollar signs flying over. Yeah.
Tax dollars just.
Yeah, it does sound like a buzzsaw.
Well, because that's a lot of rounds per minute.
Fast. Oh yeah.
It's a lot.
Man.
Yeah, but like I said, we'll see what the fuck happens. But who knows?
Yeah, who does know? Any local stuff, man?
Oh, I got some local stories.
Lay it on me.
Calm down, guy. I know you're hot. To trot.
I am.
Let's see. What's a good one? Oh, we told the story about your bachelor party, right? And the limo and all the.
How everybody was afraid of the black dude except for me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you can tell it however you want, but
that's how I remember it.
I was the one who was trying to, do business with the man, and you guys were a little scared. He
was a little too black.
He's a big guy too.
That's what I mean. Listen,
he could definitely overpower you.
That's why I was afraid. It wasn't because he was a black.
Definitely our other buddy, little twink.
Well, he wanted to be overpowered.
Oh,
that was the problem.
I think he did later on in the evening, which is relative to the story I got. But anyway, so it reminds me of that because that limo driver, he was drinking with us and partying.
That was the funniest shit ever.
It was cool.
Don't sell out this.
No, I'm not gonna say. I'm not never.
This
Absolutely,
dude
he was a cool fucking dude.
Literally drinking, smoking a joint, and he was our limo driver, hired from a company.
Based. I'll give him one of these.
I give him one of those too.
Okay. So there was I'm going to read you the headline. 8 people hospitalized after Beaver County limousine crash.
Oh, shit. Well, is it all the people that were in the limo?
In the limousine.
I was going to say, yeah.
That could have been us.
It probably was the same driver.
What if?
He's getting so old.
Dude. His body couldn't take it, dude. The young twink sucking him off in the front seat. He just drifted over and just
you know what he has
obliterated him.
They all have those spiels they say before you go on the limousine because you have to, right? Now
safety.
He adds one to his every time. You are not taking my keys. I need to do a key check before we leave every single time because if we told this story, our one buddy took the limo driver's keys the next day.
No. I'm just going to, let me just.
Oh, just say it.
Okay, so we were partying in the limo, blah, 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 driving around the city, etc., having a great time. Last stop, we're heading home. We're all partying in the back and we're looking around and we're like, where's our friend?
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
And we're like, where the fuck is he? So we're like calling him and texting him. He's like, I'm in the limo. And we're like, what do you mean? He's like, I'm up front. I'm like, weird.
Oh, he drove up front with him too, dude. I forgot about that. Why would you want to be?
And then we were on the highway and the limo was doing a lot of swerving.
I do remember that.
And I was like, what the fuck is going on up there?
He was gobbling.
I think he was.
It could have been us.
But this guy, well, that's what I'm saying. It could have easily been us. Easily. We were lucky.
Oh, man.
By the skin of our cocks.
By the skin of the limo driver's cock. We're lucky.
And then he stole his keys at the end of the night.
Yeah, he wanted to come home with them or something. Some gay shit like that. I don't know.
Like I said, something weird was happening up there. Who sits up with the limo driver?
You're paying all this money
when your boys are partying in the back.
Like we were partying so hard back there. It was amazing. I think I brought the Wild Crows I used to make, which was half Wildwood Cola, the cheapest drink you could get from Giant Eagle, and the other half was Old Crow, and at the time the cheapest bourbon whiskey you can get. So why we were in a limo and I was making Old Crows, probably beside I don't know,
some fat guy.
It was awesome though. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Some fat guy?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to say his name, but you know.
That motherfucker.
Yeah. It was a great time though. It could have been us, dude. We could have been hospitalized.
That Guido motherfucking.
Well, he's greasy. Just had to restrain yourself.
Still waiting on my my wedding gift.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be an AR.
I mean, I'm still supposed to give you yours, but it's coming.
But yours takes time.
Yeah, it's got to perfect it. You know?
Right. It's a piece of art. That's why. I mean, and it's only been 10 years and I expect at least another 10 before I get it, I hope.
Well, that's the thing is like we're halfway there.
Isn't that amazing? I've been married for 10 fucking years.
It is.
A decade.
It feels like it's
in August.
It feels like it's been maybe 2-3 years, honestly. Maybe it's just the past, like post-COVID. I think it's gone really fast, but
yeah, my heart feels like it's been 10 years.
Probably, yeah. I would say so.
I'm in pretty good shape right now, though. I've been trying to keep up on it, so we'll see. Got to watch though. Having a couple beers here and there now. Those LBs will come back.
They will. Oh yeah, you got to keep somewhat active.
Yeah.
Watch calories.
Watch all these stones I'm about to move for this pond, dude. Oof.
I'm sure there's quite a few.
It's gonna be something.
I'm excited to see the final reveal.
It's gonna be sweet. It's gonna probably the next time you come up, it should be done.
Yeah.
Plants and all, I would guess. Grass probably won't grow yet. I'm gonna be tearing the shit out of the grass from the excavator, but
that's natural. You got enough water; it'll be fine.
Yeah,
And
apparently, we're never gonna get hot.
I love it.
It's not going to stop raining. I mean,
I love it.
I'm okay with it. I'm not okay with the amount of rain, dude. I can't get anything done.
Yeah, the rain's a little different, but like temperature wise, bro, this is like.
Oh, it's optimal.
I think that the lows like at night are 50, like in the low 50s, and then
high 40s
during the day I don't know, high 40s, low 50s. And then during the day, like high of 75. Like that's
optimal.
Ideal for me.
For my body type anyways, I like to be in that like even low 70s, to be honest.
Well, yeah. Well, come on, man.
It's like I'm like a force inducted engine. I prefer crisper.
All engines prefer
less dense air, more dense air.
I would say, I think you got it backwards.
Yeah, more dense air.
It's dense, all right.
I don't know.
That bass I caught wasn't very dense though.
No, but
he was only a little, pound and a half, but he fought pretty good.
Happy to catch anything, right?
Oh yeah, well, it's my first largie of the season, so I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that too.
Many more to come, but
sure, for me, we'll see. Actually, as a matter of fact,
inshallah,
you get the boat out. The boat's ready to go. It sits up in the hangar. And speaking of the hangar, I got my seat done for the airplane, so that's coming out here in a couple weeks. Yeah, it looks great, man. You got to come up there. That was going to be one of my suggestions for Monday, but you got other plans now. But regardless, doesn't matter. It's not going anywhere. So next time you're up, we'll do a quick pit stop up at the hangar, and I'll show you. And maybe by that time I'll have the couple things done I want. We can taxi it around a little bit.
I'm gonna be bunny hopping it.
You can just go. We call those crow hops. They're dangerous, but
not for me.
It's a good way to at least get a feel for your flares.
I want to jerk on it. I want to yeah, and basically
stall the wing and
yeah.
I mean, you'll be fine. The airplane will be ripped to shreds. But yeah, you'll be fine.
That's irrelevant, though.
You're in a roll cage. You'll be good.
I was never concerned about it.
The wing will be folded. The props fucked.
But that's not my problem.
True.
You have to understand.
At that point, I don't even know if it's my problem. It's an unsecured, loan that I got out.
It sounds like somebody broke into the hangar,
stole my airplane,
and crashed it. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
But what do I know?
Some fucking greasy Italian.
Some fucking wop.
Took my fucking...
Slipped through the bars and fucking just hotwired it,
Well, there's no keys. I mean, all you gotta do is turn on the mags and press the start button.
Yeah, you hotwired it.
Yeah.
Because it is hotwired.
It is, yeah. Yeah. At that point, like there's like most airplanes,
that's
you don't need keys. Why?
That's most airplanes, I think. Most machinery, a lot of not all machinery, but
yeah. I mean, but like why with a key? Because if you're running magnetos,
just something to get lost.
Yeah. Fuck. I don't know.
I'm gonna crash that plane, but we'll get
one of us will.
We'll get great footage of it though.
I'm gonna put a GoPro on the wing. It's gonna be sweet.
Oh, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to.
I'm gonna wear the Metas too, so we get that angle of me going fuck.
Barrel roll. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. You got to get that. Like, make sure you make sure it's 3 minutes before you impact. Like,
oh yeah.
Like, get the whole.
No matter what, if I'm going down, at least the last thing I can do for my boys is give them footage of it.
Oh yeah, big time.
You would do the same.
Absolutely. I want you to monetize that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
It's the least I could do.
It would do great on the internet. Not like on,
Well, no, I mean, it would
Facebook.
It would still do numbers.
I should Facebook Live though, actually.
You could up there. You could live up there if you wanted to. Actually, you can do it through your glasses on the.
I was going to say I could Facebook Live it or Instagram Live it, and that'll be my last hoorah. That's how I'm going out.
That'd be pretty based,
honestly.
I mean,
it's me crash this airplane.
It's a gentle crash.
It's not going to hurt anything except for me and the airplane. Everything else is basically intact, 100%.
Essentially, I mean, it's not a heavy aircraft.
No, it is not.
What was I going to talk about? All right, so I got another local story here. So I'm a big fan of the Trailer Park Boys.
Same.
I know you are.
Mm-hmm.
And so in one of the episodes or one of the seasons, they steal some massive like industrial HVAC system.
Yeah.
I can't remember if it's to like cool all the little hotels that bubble, like the sheds that bubble. I can't remember what the fuck it was, but they steal this huge HVAC unit. But I'm going to read you the headlines here. 2 charged in AC unit thefts at multiple Pittsburgh businesses.
Listen, that's really ballsy. And actually, I saw the article, not that specific article, but I did see another person that was doing the same thing, but more like meth head stuff that was just taking it for the copper. But
no, these I think these guys, because they're old dudes. One's 42, the other's 51. Like, I think they were HVAC techs or somebody.
Now that makes sense.
That were like, we can just
reselling.
Well, we get you a nice used unit at a discount.
Yep. Not a bad move.
Bro, you could, because units now are going through the roof.
Oh yeah, they're expensive. I was going to say if they weren't professionals or they weren't people who knew what they were doing, they're going to damage the shit out of it. You're not even going to be able to reuse them.
Yeah.
But I mean, you get one free on leak and those things, and then you try to sell it, and then what are you going to do? You got to try and find the leak. If you're lucky, it's in a place that's replaceable. Whatever. Or you're going to evacuate it anyways. Basically, when you rip them out of the wall. But if you damage a line, I guess I'm not going to get into technicalities. All I'm saying is that I'm on your side. These people were like, I got you a nice unit. This is the oldest trick in the book. There's a lot of people that do this shit.
Oh, yeah. You know? Or like, I replaced one, but this one I could just tweak it, fix it up a little bit. You know, I told them they needed a new one. I can just tweak this one and I can sell it to somebody.
Oh, bro, yeah, and that's the legal way of doing it, basically. You know, which is a shame because
it's going to be cheaper for me to just have to replace this. Otherwise, I'm going to have to chase this leak down. I'm going to have to do X.
Yeah,
it's going to cost a lot.
A lot of spiel,
or it might not. I don't know, but you know, that's up to you.
Hey, listen, guy, I got 10 other jobs I got to go to. Make a decision.
10-year warranty.
Yep, but no matter what, you're paying me for my time today. So people are always just like, well, fuck.
You're on the clock.
Yeah, right. So I mean, that's almost every business too. It's a shame, you know. And we try not to be that way, even at work, but. Sometimes it happens. It comes down to we will overcharge for certain jobs because we simply don't want to do that.
Well, that's the thing. Well, that's if you want to pay for it, fine. But I don't want to do it, so this is the price.
Yeah,
that's standard. That's the
we don't have time to do it or don't want to do it. Yeah,
that's the free market at work.
That's how it works. I mean, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that.
No, it's go if I'm the only guy that can do it, it's here.
Yeah,
this is what you're going to pay. Otherwise, get it out of here. And that's no hard feelings, but
when there's things like that, we will at least try to do our due diligence and see, like either not charge them for some parts of the time or something. Be like, look, I get it. You know, it's expensive. It's priced accordingly because we don't have the time or yada yada. But we won't charge you for what we found. I really just want you to get your shit out of here.
Diagnosis or anything. You just get out of here.
I'm not charging you. Just get your shit out of here.
That's the thing. It's a trade off. It's some customers are more expensive to keep than they are to use, in business.
Absolutely. Yeah, I agree with that.
Recommend them to your competitors though. Point them in that direction.
I got some personal customers too that I do some small engine stuff on. I wish they wouldn't, but I wouldn't say I'm locked in. It's nice to have a little bit of side income, but
a couple bucks.
Some people just put it this way:
more beers than bucks, but yeah,
it was one of these. No, this is
for tax purposes,
yeah, a legitimate one, and this would happen a specific instance, and it pisses me off. But so I did an annual or yearly on these, which are just oil general change, visual inspection. You know, sharpen the blades. All the grease points, oil change. If it's a hydro, this specific one was a hydro unit, so I'll change fluid. Fuel filter, spark plug, all that stuff I do. Go over the unit, get it back, get my money, blah, 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 blah. Done. Great. Happy as a clam. Then I get a call next day or 2 days later. Wow, we took it out and went to mow it, and it stopped moving. And I was like, well...
Let's get more descriptive here.
Yeah, I need a little bit more. It's like, well, we pushed it back up, and then the neighbor came over to help us look at it or something. I was like, you better stop. Like, don't let anybody else touch that if you want me to come out and look at it.
That's what I was going to say. That's not how, like, if I fix something fucks up, and you take it somewhere else, like, I hate to say it, but I'm not really liable at that point.
Not only am I not liable, it's no longer warranted by me. None of that
if somebody else has touched it, technically that's...
right.
I don't.
It's not warranty work anymore. But so I said to do a FaceTime with me or whatever. Yeah. Well, I get under there and the belt jumped off.
Yeah, can happen.
Okay. Well, put the fucking belt back on. But some of these people don't know what they're doing. Dry belt. And then all I get was like, "Well, you were the last person to work on it, so this has to be your fault, brother." All it takes is a stick to get up there in the mower deck and move, and then the belt can sling off. I'm surprised belts don't sling more often on the way that these things are routed and all these machines. Doesn't matter. Guess what? I went out of there and I lost time and money to go put a belt back on, even though it wasn't my fault. But you're the last person to touch it. It's just business. It's good business.
Standard shit.
If it would have happened 30 days after, not my problem. But it was like the next day. It could have happened here in my yard, But all it did was slip the belt. I put the belt back on. Said runs great. See, I haven't heard from him since. What? I didn't even touch the belt. I don't touch them during the inspections.
You look at them.
Make sure they're in good condition. Yeah. Whatever. But anyways, the woes of doing doing your own business stuff, happens. You have to be available though, or you're going to get a bad reputation. That's the other thing. They'll tell 10 people that, hey, I worked on it next day, it didn't work, and he wouldn't come out and fix it.
Yeah. Standard. Yeah.
But they won't say how good of a job I fucking did. It's just like reviews.
Once you build up a reputation, like those things are kind of irrelevant.
Sure. Yep.
But it's going to happen.
When I get some tight young twink to work for me and do all the work, I just do the paperwork basically, and I just have him run it.
Just collect the check.
That's all. I'll even take less a check to do nothing. It's just passive.
Absolutely.
I'll pay this dude. Go out and do your thing as long as you're not, a crackhead.
Liability.
Yep. Go and do it, and I won't drug test you. Just go get the work done.
That's irrelevant.
Well, I'm just calling it out there. Like, anybody wants to come work for me, I won't drug test.
If you're interested, send your application.
Yeah, they write the realyensboys@gmail.com.
Yep.
In the subject line, put technician.
It's twink technician.
I am paying initially in beer only.
Yeah, we're gonna have to see how you do first. That's sort of how that works, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I don't know. It's fun for just a little bit of money on the side, like anything like that. It's almost a hobby at this point, but it's a good way to get some tax-free exemption stuff, on purchases for the shop and for the business, things like that.
Oh yeah.
So there are perks, even though I don't make a ton of money.
Yeah, like any business, you can. That's most people's businesses, personal businesses don't make money. Businesses that don't make money. Generally speaking.
Especially if you're side business, like I have a full-time gig.
That's the thing. It's not like, bro, we're not. It's not a sustainable income model or business model yet from that perspective.
Yep, but technically,
it can be. It could be.
I'm still a business owner. I like to use that title. I still have to file my taxes accordingly. I still have to maintain my LLC.
It's a whole bunch of shit.
Which I'm getting pretty close to having to do my yearly meeting.
Oh, your annual meeting? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to do that. Me too.
Do it on the podcast.
We should. Live annual meeting.
Yeah. And that way, I don't even have to do any forms. And I just
publish it.
Put it on YouTube. Yeah, literally.
Yep. Business ain't so great, but the beers are cold.
They are.
Meeting adjourned.
Click.
Yeah, get the hammer in them.
Sentenced 45 to life.
You got off easy.
Always do.
I got one more story.
Let's hear it.
Local story. I'm just going to read the headline because that's all you need to know. Senate committee rejects bill that would have legalized recreational marijuana in Pennsylvania.
I did see that. Yep.
Way to fucking go.
Yep.
Way to fucking go.
It was this close.
I just don't see the issue. Every state, every state I think that we border now has recreational marijuana.
New York, Ohio, Maryland.
Maybe not West Virginia, but
yeah, New Jersey does, I think.
New York.
Yeah, they all do, I think, except for West Virginia. I think so. Whatever, dude.
You gotta get with the times. The tax revenue is that's my biggest thing. It's like, bro, if people are gonna, because I know people do it all the time. People drive across the fucking border, go get it and bring it back. It's like, bro, you're losing out on money, like tax revenue, dude.
Whatever, dude. I mean, it's gonna be this to the end of time, especially when it comes on the federal level, if ever. But my biggest qualm with all of this is the libertarian inside me.
Who gives a shit?
I don't even care what your stance is. Like, if you're not bothering anybody, man, like, how can you, all I can say is, how can you allow alcohol sales and the things you can do with slushies at gas stations and do all this stuff? But
alcohol is way, it costs way more on a overall holistic sense from a health perspective.
Health,
cost to society, everything.
Deaths, everything. Like, alcohol, literally, one of the only drugs that make you want to fight, basically. And
I might fight Ken later.
I'll slightly resist.
He's gonna push back into it.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll push that ass back. But and I mean this in all sincerity. Like, alcohol is the only one that I've seen
that will make
the mood not enhanced, if you will. Like, you can like trigger, like fuse people.
I think it's one of those things that it's a drug that it really inebriates people and from a decision making perspective.
Yeah. Oh man,
and it's not. I mean, I say that as I'm trying.
I hate it.
Right
Yeah,
now,
I hate it.
But I hate it, you know.
Who knows? Someone else knows better than me, and it's probably someone that makes more money off of something.
Probably alcohol. It's probably the alcohol lobby, honestly.
Yeah. Well, and that's like, you know, you can allow tobacco products, right, that are known carcinogens. Well, so is alcohol, and so is technically burning plant matter with marijuana, but it's these are known carcinogens. They're known. The effects are very well known,
widely studied,
right? And so is marijuana and THC, and it's not, you know, the 60s anymore where
these black people and these Mexicans are going to
rape all your women, dude. Are you kidding me? They are still raping your women. They're just doing it while they're drunk, dude. That's all I'm saying. But no one's talking about that. You know, up at all the college, the college frat boys.
Oh,
they're all drunk. Do you think they're stoned and raping?
All you can rape buffet there.
Oh, it's
like a Diddy party,
right? It's basically. What's his nuts? Hey, Bill Cosby.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
Well, no, he was very.
He used the other thing.
Targeted. It was
Quaaludes. Yeah.
Oh no, it's hey, come up to my room for a drink, and then you kind of get a little woozy and
sure,
and you wake up and.
They didn't ban Quaaludes. Well, they did now, but
they shouldn't have. But yeah,
but they didn't then. And he was doing a lot of raping.
He did a lot of raping, apparently. I don't. The other thing is,
if you were to sit, listen, let me ask you this right now. If you were to just solidify my point, out of all the drugs that are available to you, street or pharmaceutically or whatever, what's the top one? If you were to rape, that you would be using?
Me personally,
if you were raping,
I'm making a logical.
You already are prone to rape, but what's going to push you?
You can't rape the willing.
This is true, but like if you were like change your mindset to be like, I can get away with this, I could do it.
The goal was to rape as hard and as many and as much rape as I could.
Yeah,
which I don't condone. I'm not doing that.
Oh, I know the angle you're going. Okay.
It would be crystal meth.
Sure. I know the angle you're going, but
because that's energy. Like
but that's not the angle.
That's what all those gay dudes like.
That's true, but that's not what I'm saying. So you would do a combination probably of either coke or crystal meth and alcohol, would you not? Because you want that.
No, I just need the energy.
Well, then you have a mental problem.
Because the raping sustains me.
I get that.
And but the meth fuels me. Like, that's the thing.
That's not what I'm going for. What I'm saying, what's going to put you in the mental state to make bad decisions to want to do that, which you normally wouldn't want to begin with? Because...
then I don't know.
Because you don't think people doing crystal meth... No, they're afraid. They're going to be like, I'm going to get caught. I'm not doing this.
No, those gay dudes, those truckers, they
get the galaxy gas, dude. They're fine.
No, that's not... Like I said, the question was if I had to rape as much rape as I could.
That's true.
That's my drug.
Okay, that's true because I did formulate it wrong. Say
if I was saying
what drug do you think would aid or make people want to make that decision?
Alcohol, because alcohol, number one. Okay, so you're with a young woman, you're both drinking. Mm-hmm. Obviously,
she's a little loose.
She's smaller than you.
She's
so
loose.
If you guys have the same number.
Not me. I'm trying to go for a big one.
What I'm saying, then it's more of like, okay, because that's more of a consent thing. But like that's like I think that's alcohol. Really, it would be alcohol in that the question you're really asking though.
Sure. Well, and here's the other thing: bad decision making, like we talked about earlier. How many times have we done something stupid in the quad or out in the woods or shooting?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alcohol.
Yeah, every time.
I mean, and I've tried some other things, some other substances, didn't like them, but none of those other items made me have that ability.
Questionable decision making, or
I at least had my rationale and wits were about me. I was able to cognitively put together
process what's happening, and
where the booze numbs that cognitive ability.
That's a good decision.
Go fuck it.
That's a good decision.
Fuck it. You know what I mean?
That quad stuck in the ditch over there was real. That was a good decision. I thought I could jump it.
Legend has it the quad's still over there.
Is it? Are you going to buy it back?
No, I meant in the ditch.
Oh, the mark's probably still there.
No, I don't know where that thing is. I still have the title for it, though.
Sounds like somebody stole it.
Sure.
Like,
yeah.
To me.
Who knows? Either way, moral of the story. Believe what you want to believe. I don't care. I really don't, because at the end of the day, it's not my business what you do in the privacy of your own home, as long as you're not hurting anybody else.
Bodily autonomy. It's your body. I shouldn't be able to tell you what the fuck to do. Same thing with abortion. Like, do I think abortion is right? No, morally, no. But legally, I can't tell you what to do with your body.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, that's common sense.
This is why I don't understand why it's such a big deal, is that, yes, I don't agree with it.
No, it's
right?
morally, you're taking a life. Morally speaking, you're taking a life.
I don't care what stage of life. We're not getting into semantics. All I'm saying is that, yeah, you're not. You're
taking a life.
To say you're not.
It is.
Yeah, to say you're not killing or taking away a life is wrong. But I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to do it.
It's not. I can't tell you what to do with your own body. Like
yeah. Yeah.
Like I can judge you for it, but I can't tell you not to do it. That's my whole thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I don't know. And the only thing you can do is have your after school specials or private things. Or you have
to educate. You have to educate. That's the biggest thing. Education is key.
And if people don't want to hear it, they don't want to hear it. But you know what? If you want to kill yourself, kill yourself. Same thing with suicide too. It's like I don't think that.
You shouldn't kill yourself.
You really shouldn't, man.
But if I can't stop you from doing it.
Right.
Yeah. Like, I can't make that choice for you.
If you don't want to be on this earth anymore, then you shouldn't be. I know this isn't going to be like a PSA to go kill yourself.
No, but like it's the same idea. Like I should not be able to tell you what to do with your body.
Right.
Whatever I want to put in my body, et cetera, et cetera. Like irrelevant to anybody else.
I have to say though that these decisions can't affect anybody else's way of life,
absolutely,
or hurt and or harm anybody else's property. Like this is that libertarian stance I keep saying, is that I truly don't care, but if it affects your job, you get fired. If it affects my life or my property, then there's going to be intervention from me. But if you have gay, wild,
there's no
unabashed sex parties over there at your house or whatever, dude, not yours, but
yeah, no, not my house.
Do what you want to do. Make the fucking couch stink. Do whatever you do. If it doesn't, why people get so involved in other people's lives, I don't know.
I'll never understand. I mean, I just don't get it.
But you're allowed to judge.
Absolutely, I do it all. I'm judging you right now.
You shouldn't, but you do.
I do. I can't help it.
Right? I know.
You're
jealous, not judging. But yeah, I knew what you meant.
I mean, it's a nice pool out there.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Well, one of these days we'll get to that technological singularity and AI's coming, and then we won't have to worry about all this stuff. We'll just be the tall whites or the grays or our own sort of thing.
I'm more of a tall white, but yeah.
Yeah, and I'm definitely more of a gray.
You're more of a mid-size gray.
Mid-size white.
Mid-size brown.
The tall whites and the short browns.
The short browns and the tall whites. Oh.
Who knows? But to err is human, right? I mean, there's beauty in the breakdown, right? In the madness, because at the end of the day, that's part of the human
life.
It's part of being human.
That's just that's nature. Nature is chaotic.
Yeah.
And
it sucks. And you just hope that some of that doesn't come to you, like bad things don't happen to you, or bad things, don't happen to your way of life or whatever. But
I'm a firm believer in like karma, and
sure,
God helps those who help themselves.
Sure. Yeah. There's just there is some sort of force, if you will, divine power,
a higher power.
Yeah, something that's
firm believer here in that.
I am, dude. Like, I mean,
there's so many. I should be dead. I should be
many times over, even for me.
That's what I'm. Well, not even.
Yeah.
Not recently, but as a kid, like,
sure.
Poor decision making. It's part of being human.
Just something from nothing. To me is the craziest. I don't know why we're going down this route, but the thing that makes me blow my mind the most is the something from nothing. Like why is anything even here at all, and for what purpose? And I'm sure that will be revealed to us at one point or another, why there is we are and what is. But
I mean,
like, why have anything at all? Why not just be nothing?
You as a short brown, you probably won't reach that state of enlightenment like a tall white like myself would. But
maybe, but no, I'll be stuck, dude. I'm gonna get stuck in purgatory.
No, you're gonna make it to a higher existential plane, but it's not gonna be where I'm at.
No,
I'll come down. I can come down and visit you.
That's pretty cool. At least,
and I'll let you come up just to see what you're missing out.
Bring me some of the top shelf booze that's up there,
big time.
And I'll give you some of my old crow down here. Don't turn your nose up.
No, that's what I grew up on. It's just it'll be fine.
It all matters and none of it matters at the same time. Isn't it amazing?
It's
what a ride. What a trip.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Man. What else, dude?
That's all I got.
Is there nothing else? I mean, we're almost at that hour mark. Shut it down, I guess. A good way to end it. Fuck. All right. Well, guess what, folks? We will hopefully by this time. Yeah, they want to hear that.
Sorry about that.
Hopefully by the time you're hearing this, we've got our shit together and episodes are being released accordingly. Episode 100
regular pace
is coming up at an alarming rate.
Oh yeah.
So we have
I think we're going to do a giveaway. I think that's what we got.
A giveaway. We got to do something real hog wild. It's probably going to be a muster point to get John on here. Hopefully, we'll see how it all goes, but it's coming, and that's our next big event, if you will. That's coming up is that 100. So we'll see. We'll see what we can make do with it. But in the meantime, 412-613-1116 is the hotline.
Yinsboys.com. The real Yinsboys at gmail.com. This is really good, actually.
Very good, yeah.
Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, YouTube. That's really it. We'll have some fun stuff coming up here. I feel it. It's going to be a good summer.
We got it, man. Got to be better than last summer, right?
It 100%. It will be.
Fuck.
Unless you die. That's the only thing that could really ruin the summer.
Now I'll get on that plane, dude. Not the actual like airplane. I mean like that
plane to heaven.
Plane of existence we were just talking about, dude. Might be better than this bullshit. Whatever. Namaste, bitches.